Hello students, today we continue the same topic, that is maximum and minimum. Exercise 6.5, question number 6. Find the maximum profit. Find the maximum profit that a company can make if the profit function is given by P of x. P of x is equal to 41 minus 24x minus 18 x square. Find the maximum profit that company can make. The same procedure. Firstly, find P dash x, that is minus 24 minus 18 to the 36x. After that, put P dash x is equal to 0. Put first order derivative is equal to 0. Then you know that minus 24 minus 36 x is equal to 0. Minus 36 x is equal to 24. Therefore, x is equal to 24 by 36 minus 2 by 3. 12 to the 12 3 the. Now find second order derivative, that is P double dash x. Second order derivative of this, the derivative of constant term is 0 and the derivative of this is minus 36. Therefore it is less than 0. If second order derivative is less than 0, it means maximum. Therefore you can say at x is equal to minus 2 by 3 local maximum, and the maximum profit put the value of x in the original function, that is P of minus 2 by 3, that is 41 minus 24 minus 2 by 3 minus 18 and minus 2 by 3 whole square. Simplify yourself, correct? This is the answer. This is the maximum profit that a company can make. Next question. This is question number 6. Next question number 9. What is the maximum value of sin x plus cos x? Sin x plus cos x. What is the maximum value of sin x plus cos x? If interval not given, then we find local maxima, local minima, and in the trigonometric function, standard interval 0 to 2 pi. Standard interval 0 to 2 pi. Correct? Same procedure, find f dash x, derivative of sin x, cos x, and this is minus sin x. Put f dash x is equal to 0. Therefore, sin x is equal to 0. Sin by cos, yani tan x is equal to 1, and 1 in the form of tan, that is pi by 4. X is equal to pi by 4. At x is equal to pi by 4, we have to check the maxima or minima. Find its second order derivative. The derivative of cos x minus sin x and cos x. Put the value of x pi by 4 minus sin pi by 4 minus cos pi by 4. Correct. You can put the value of x. Now sin 45 you know very well. Minus 1 by root 2. Minus 1 by root 2, when you simplify, the result is minus root 2. That is less than 0. Now you know very well, if second order derivative at that point is less than 0, it means local maxima. It means local maxima. Therefore you can say at x is equal to pi by 4, local maxima. Now can you find the local maximum value? Maximum value. Just put the value of x in the original function here. The maximum value f of pi by 4, that is sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4, 1 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2. The answer is root 2. Clear? The same process, every question you can solve the same method. First you find out the function, then its derivative, put the derivative is equal to 0, then find the critical value. After that find its second order derivative. Second order derivative is less than 0, then it is maxima. If second order derivative is greater than 0, then minimum. In every question we solve like that. Next, question number 9, same, find the maximum. And question number 10, find the maximum value in the interval. There are two intervals, correct? You can find a closed interval is given in question number 10. It means you have to find the absolute maximum value. Similar, same as question number 5. Question number 11, at x is equal to 1, the function x to the power 4 minus 62 x to the power 2 plus ax plus 9. It is given that x is equal to 1, the function attains maximum value on the interval, 0 to 2. Find the value of a. I didn't know though that the maximum value of the curve at that point, their slope is 0. Find its derivative. First, 4x cube minus 124x plus a. Now you know that at x is equal to 1, maximum value, it means f dash 1 is equal to 0. F dash 1 is equal to 0. This is the main point. At x is equal to 1, is the critical point. It means the graph increasing then decreasing at that point. It means if I draw a tangent which passes through the point x is equal to 1 at 1, it means the slope is equal to 0 because that line is parallel to x-axis. Now put here x is equal to 1. Put here x is equal to 1, 4 minus 124 into 1 plus a is equal to 0. The a is equal to 120 is the answer. This is the answer of this question. Simple question and very important question. Now we start main question, question number 13. Question number 13 to 29, all are very important question. Find the two number whose sum is 24 and product is as large as possible. Let two number be x and y and their sum is given 24 and whose product is large as possible. Product maximize x into y. Maximize, this is given. Word problem, the main procedure of this, in this question something is given. Firstly find out what is given. After that find out the part of maximize or minimize. This part is product is maximized and we have to derivative of that part which is to be maximized or minimized. So we want to derivative of this product with the help of given. Firstly convert it into one variable. Firstly convert it into one variable with the help of given. If any question there is no given, then you can take help of the Pythagoras theorem, or you can take help with the help of similar triangle. Similar triangle you can find out given. Now put the value of y. Put the value of y here. What is the value of y? 24 minus x. Now multiply by x. 24x minus x square. Now it is in the one variable. Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. With respect to x. dp upon dx, that is 24 minus 2x. Put this is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to 12. X is equal to 12. If x is equal to 12, if x is equal to 12, therefore y is also 12. Put here x is equal to 12. 24 minus 12, that is 24. Now find its second order derivative. D square p upon dx square. Second order derivative of this. The derivative of this 0 and this minus 2, which is less than 0. If second order derivative is less than 0, it means maximum. Therefore you can say product is maximum if x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 12. This is the solution of question number 13. Clear? Again, in word problem, firstly find out what is given. The main procedure I am telling. Firstly find out what is given. Second number, find out which portion is to be maximized or minimized. We have to find the derivative of that portion. We have to find the derivative of that portion which is maximized or minimized. But before derivative, before differentiation, firstly convert the function into one variable. Firstly convert the function into one variable with the help of given. With the help of given. You can here put the value of y, or you can put here value of x also. If you put value of x here 24 minus y, then you differentiate with respect to y. With respect to y. Now I put the value of y, the whole function convert into the form of x. It is one variable in x. So now differentiate with respect to x. Clear? And after taking differentiation, then you know very well put first order derivative equal to 0. Here you can find the value of x and put this value always in given. Put this value in always in given. With the help of this and this, you can find another concept. After that, find its second order derivative. If second order derivative is less than 0, then the maximum, and if it is greater than 0, then minimum. देखो next question. Question number 13, 14, 15, 16. All 4 questions as it is. I solve one more question. That is question number 16. Find two positive number whose sum is 16 and sum of whose cube is minimum. Sum of two number is 16. Let two number be x and y. Their sum is given 16. This is given, and sum of whose cube is minimized. Sum of whose cube is minimized. This is the question. Find two number whose sum is 16 and sum of the cube is minimum. Now, firstly convert this into one variable. Put the value of y, or you can put the value of x. I here put the value of y. What is the value of y? The value of y is 16 minus x. 16 minus x. Correct? Now differentiate both sides with respect to x. ds by dx. Derivative of x cube 3x square. Derivative of this 3. 16 minus x whole square. And the derivative of 16 minus x. 16 minus x, that is minus 1. Here we multiply it minus 1 and put this is equal to 0. Now you can take 3 common. X square minus 16 minus x whole square. Now you can apply formula a square minus b square. You know very well identity. A square minus b square. That is a plus b, a minus b. You can write x plus 16 minus x and x minus 16 plus x, that is equal to 0. Okay. And x to x cancel. 16 3 is 48, and here 2x minus 16. When you put this is equal to 0, then x is equal to 8. X is equal to 8. Correct? And well, x is equal to 8, then what is the value of y? X is equal to 8, then y is also 8. Y is also 8. Now we have to find second order derivative. D square s upon dx square. Now can you tell me the second order derivative of this? The derivative of 3x square, 6x, 3 to the 6, and then 16 minus x. Because you know the derivative of 16 minus x minus 1, it will become positive. Now put x is equal to 8 here. 16 to 8 plus 6, 16 minus 8. That is 48 plus also 48, that is 96. It means greater than 0. If second order derivative is greater than 0, then local minimum. Therefore you can say at x is equal to 8, y is equal to 8, sum of the cube is minimum. Clear? This is the solution of this question, correct? So your homework, revise these questions from 6 to 16. Your homework, not on homework 6 to 16. You can revise 1 or 2 times. Thank you.